sure that they are
Leave them
hydrated.
water outside. Yeah,
Hydrated.
stay hydrated.
This
Yeah.
heat
Oh, no,
ain't
they're
playing.
inside.
No, it is not
Yeah.
playing.
So you
Not.
have to be careful.
Yeah.
I really hate wearing a coat and tie.
Why?
Just, I'm inside and I'm
It's
always
42
hot.
okay, you gotta
degrees
say,
in
yeah,
here.
It's like
No,
30
I'm
degrees.
always hot.
It's freezing
It's
in here.
It is
42
not.
degrees in here.
Folks, don't
Yes, it
believe it. It
is.
is not
Yes, it
cold in the
is. We're
studio.
cold.
I am hot.
We're cold. He has a fan next to it,
I
and
do
the
have
air
a
is
fan on,
blowing.
but that fan
And we're
is
like,
on year round.
like,
Doesn't
oh,
matter
yes.
what the temperature is outside, my fan is always on. And you'll want to find a way to stay cool because really there's no break from the heat. Might get some relief from better rain chances in the next couple of days, but the heat will build right back in. And we've had a few cooling showers on radar, a couple little downpours on the North Shore, especially out toward Amy, kind of slowly shifting a bit more to the west. A lot of lightning, but at least it cools things down. And then well south of the city, you might see some of those taller cloud tops south of us. Those haven't really amounted to much of anything. So only a few isolated cooling showers. Picked up 1600ths of an inch though at Slidell and 400ths of an inch up in Hammond. Yesterday, kind of that brief downpour that fell over the city, we're able to pick up over a ½ inch of rainfall. That was yesterday. No rain around the metro area today, but at least we do get a little bit more of the cloud cover. Almost looks like a little boundary that's helped a lot of these showers and thunderstorms kind of fire up today. Our high today was 93, which is not an extreme. So the heat itself is not really the extreme. It's when you couple that with the very high dew points that sends the heat indices above 108. 108 is the trigger for us for a heat advisory, and we had another one today. Right now outside though, a lot of sunshine. It feels like 104 and very light winds. That's another thing. We don't really have a whole lot of wind during the day with that high pressure sitting over. So really the only time you get a breeze is within some of those thunderstorms. Upper 80s and low 90s. So again, the temperatures are not extremes. It's the humidity. Upper 70s and even some low 80s send our heat indices well into the triple digits. 105 to 110 is more the norm over the last couple of days. Heat advisory still in place right now. Weather Service kind of considering it for tomorrow, but our rain chances may be a little bit better. Not a dramatic increase in rain coverage, but maybe a few more of those cooling showers to help us out. And if we can get them early enough, maybe that provides for a little bit more relief, especially if we get the clouds and rainfall before we hit the peak heat hours of the day. Very light winds outside, and again, we're not expecting much of a wind over the next couple of days. Really what's helping us out is the upper high is centered well out to our west, almost over the desert southwest, and kind of around that upper high, it's called the ring of fire. You get these disturbances which help to provide for active thunderstorm development, and that's what we've seen across parts of the plains Midwest with the flooding issues there. Underneath that high though, upper 90s and triple digits, very common across much of the nation due to the high. That will start to weaken a bit and shift a little bit more to the west as we approach Wednesday and Thursday as this upper troughing takes over. The upper trough might send a disturbance our way late Wednesday into Thursday. If that does happen and we can get the clouds kind of earlier in the day, then our high temperatures would be kept in check for Thursday and not seeing the extremes, but that is short-lived as the upper high starts building right back over us and in fact intensifies for the weekend. So this would likely kill any rain chances and send those temperatures more into the mid, maybe even some upper 90s. So the heat will continue, and our temperature outlook right through past July 4th calls for a high likelihood of those temperatures to remain above normal. So as I said, not much relief anytime soon. We have been getting little weak disturbances to at least help trigger a few showers and thunderstorms, and that has been about it. May see some development during the day tomorrow, but not a whole lot. What may help us out though is kind of a complex that'll move in again late Wednesday into early Thursday and perhaps bring us a decent soaking of rainfall, but also if we can kind of start the day Thursday with the clouds and some rain, that would help to keep our temperatures down a bit. Our high Thursday will really depend on just how much rain we see and when it would start to clear out. We'll go with 90 degrees, possible enough cloud cover keeps us in the 80s, which would be fantastic. But as the upper high builds right back over us, maybe a few stray showers into the weekend, but taking out really any mention of rain as we start next week with that upper high building right on top of us.
The Pelican